Well, hello, welcome to my channel. This is Heather Picken. I'm your fearless leader, helping you to empower every area of your business, career, and your life using cutting edge neuroscience. And today we're going to be talking about the subject that is so near and dear to my heart. And it really is that question. It's like, what do you do when your husband or your partner doesn't support your business vision? Like, what do you do? How do you navigate around that? I have many years of experience in this, my own personal experience, and working with women all around the world. So I know this subject inside and out. I also know how to transform this subject, and we're going to dive into that topic. But today, do me a favor, go ahead and get the thumbs up on this video. Why? Because it does something to the algorithm of YouTube so that more women just like you that might be searching for this topic can find it easier. Also, subscribe to this channel. Just push that subscribe button because you'll be notified with the latest and greatest videos right here on this channel. You could also go to heatherpicken.com and subscribe to any of my trainings and updates that I have there, some extra bonuses. So go ahead and go to heatherpicken.com. And lastly, every month I do a drawing for a digital copy of my book to one lucky woman. The Lit to Doce Vita Formula, Woman's Guide to a Fearless and Fabulous Life. Oh my gosh, that's a mouthful. And in my book, I do talk about when, you're not getting supported. If you want to get a copy of this book now, you can go to heatherpicken.com in digital or physical form. But if you want to win, you gotta do all those steps and put a comma below. Okay, so let's just get right into the topic. So what do you do? What do you do? Oh my gosh. Let me make a long story short. For many years, I would get myself into these relationships where, as a woman entrepreneur, you have to invest in your business if you want to be successful. Invest in a mentor or a coach, get yourself into a program, invest in materials. If you have a business that, where you have to buy supplies to make things. So you have to invest, okay, period. Now, when I talk about this topic, I can definitely relate to this aspect. I've invested over 100,000. I've stopped counting in my business to grow and evolve through different, most of the money I have invested is through marketing, coaching, mentoring, continuing education, my continuing education and human behavior in neuroscience to help women just like you, help you to get out of your own way. And what I've realized is that when I was attracting these partners that did not see the value of investing in a business, in my business, they made me wrong, okay? So rule number one, if you believe in the value of investing in yourself, if you're finding that your partner is not supporting you with the vehicle to invest in your business, and let's just say it's your money because it was all my money. You have to realize that number one, girlfriend, this is your business. Okay. I don't care if you're married. I don't care how long you've been in this business. If you don't live your life for you and you subordinate to other people like your partner, you're going to live your life in resentment. I can guarantee it. And you're not living your most authentic self. So, you have to identify, what is it specifically that my partner is not on board? Is it, finances? Because I want to invest. Are you asking him to contribute to your financial investment in your business? Now that gets a little tricky because here's the thing. Here's what I find most women do. They ask for the money without having a plan. And ladies, if you have a partner, what happens, and they tend to have more like alpha energy, what happens is that they're going to think logical and linear. And if you don't present a blueprint on how you're going to make that investment back, then they're not going to help you out. Okay. So, and I'm talking to you, not talking in the context, if you have a supportive partner that will help you to invest in your business, obviously you would not be watching this video. But if you said, hey, I need 5,000 to invest in a mentor or coaching program, they're going to shut you down. They're going to shut you down. And the reason why they shut you down is I typically find if you're in a relationship with a partner that is not entrepreneurial thinking, they're going to be risk averse. Okay. So they're not going to understand that that investment is an investment in you, not only you, but also as a couple, you know, that you are going to provide for your family, contribute in some way. They're going to see it as a liability because there is a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset tends to be people that are working for someone else. You know, it could be a corporation or just, you know, regular business. And they don't see the same um, viewpoint as you do. And so it's a value issue that becomes a disconnect. As where if you have a growth mindset, if you are in a relationship with someone that is an entrepreneur, it tends to be easier in these terms of support because they also see that investing in a business will create exponential growth. Okay. But again, it's going to be really challenging if your partner or your husband doesn't have a growth mindset. They have a fixed mindset because and this goes back to if they're working for someone, typically they're raised in their family that said you have to have a 9 to 5, you have to have a 9 to 5 job to create security. I'm here to tell you, there's no security in a job. Jobs are changing, especially with AI. And there's no telling that your significant other is going to have that job tomorrow. But that is conditioning. That is conditioning over and over again, over and over again. So what I recommend is if you're asking for some help in investing, you got to have a plan. You've got to talk about the ROI, you know, the return on the investment and what those expectations are. And so when I am actually working with women, they're like, Heather, I want to work with you, but I can't get my partner on board. I actually coach them on the language on what they should say based on the hierarchy of their values. And that's another thing that you absolutely need to know. You need to know the highest values. Everyone lives by their top 3. Okay. It's their unique language. You've heard of the love languages. I want to take this a step further. When you understand that every person on this planet has a unique set of values and priorities that are important to them. And if you don't understand or know how to communicate in terms of their values, they're not going to give you that money, right? If we're talking in the context of your partner or your husband not supporting you, you're asking for an investment to invest a couple thousand, or it could be more. And I have successfully coached women through this process and create a blueprint and a framework where they can articulate the vision and the ROI of why investing in XYZ program or materials is important. Okay, so I find a lot of women don't do that. They don't do it because they get all emotional and they're not understanding the value of their partner. Hey, I want to know that we're getting an ROI on this. Another thing might come up is maybe you want to invest in yourself and they say, well, you've never followed through on anything. So what makes this different? And so that's a roadblock. And so, you know, one of the things, if they don't want to invest or help you with financially, is that you got to find the money, girlfriend. You got to find a way. You cannot allow that relationship to break you if they don't give you the funds. Be creative. Find different ways where you can make extra money to fund your vision. The benefit of doing that, it shows you that you can be your own woman, that you can go after your dreams, your goals, and actually do it. And I tell women to actually use that as fuel. I was working with a client. She said, Heather, you know, my fiance, you know, he doesn't understand my business and no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if your partner doesn't understand your vision. You know why? Because the most important thing, you know what matters, is how you think about it and what you believe about your business. If you allow your partner to dictate your beliefs, you will inject what they're thinking and bring it into your business, and you'll actually regress. You'll actually go backwards in your business. You'll create self-doubt and you'll sabotage yourself. Okay. And I don't want that to happen to you. So you want to use this. Actually, I have my clients use this as fuel. So if their partner is not, you know, giving them the extra money that they want to invest in their business, which sometimes happens, then you got to use it as fuel. and you got to find a way. There's always a way. There's always a way to find the money. Okay. What you value, you will find a way. Okay. Tell me what you value and I'll show you where your life is going. So you have to use that, use your fire as the fuel to, even in a way, show him or your partner, right, that you can do this, like that you can do this. And I actually think that can be a benefit. I have seen my clients use this as a benefit. So going back to the example of my client, I said, use it as fuel. It doesn't matter if he doesn't understand. What matters is that you see that this business is important to you, that you see this business as a viable resource, not only for you, but you as a family and how you want to create your life. Okay. I truly believe as women, building a business is like having a superpower because you won't have to rely on a man. I remember a female financial planner. She said, I want to quote her, a man is not a plan, or your partner is not a plan, right? So you have to become empowered in this area. So don't allow your partner to upset the apple cart, so to speak, right? And so use it as fuel, and that's what she did. And it's so amazing. Her life is totally transformed because she wasn't focusing on him not accepting her as a businesswoman. Number one, you know what she did? We worked on her mindset. We worked on making new connections in her brain to shift her perception to see herself as a powerful leader. If you don't see yourself as a powerful leader in your business, guess what? You're going to take what your partner or husband says, you're going to internalize that and think that in just, live that as your truth. And that's the challenging thing. The voice on the inside has to become louder than the voices on the outside. Because if you don't, then what happens, as I mentioned, your business will go backwards. So she started building her confidence using the neuroscience strategies I was teaching her. So it's basically flipping a switch, seeing where she was powerful, right? Diminishing his voice. So what happened when you raise your value, you diminish that voice and you stand in your power. And so that's what happened. She had to make that internal shift in her mind in order for herself to align to the right clients and make more money in her business. So I want to paint the picture of what happened. So she was able to transform her mindset on, number one, and she felt more confident as a result. When you feel more confident as a result, guess what? You're going to make more money. There is a correlation to being more confident and cash flow. Okay. I've never seen any client that has not been confident in not being able to attract more cash in their business. So a lot of times women don't understand that the mindset is the secret sauce to creating your business and not caring what your partner thinks. So that's what she did. She transformed her mindset and she started to connect to new ideas. So here's what happens when you shift your mindset about no longer caring what the partner thinks. You start attracting new ideas in your business. Okay. So you realize it's not about the partner. It's about you owning your value. And think about it. Your partner is also a mirror to what you're not owning. Any of that self-doubt that you have not transformed, if there's more self-doubt than confidence, it's a lesson for you to wake up your power. So instead of getting mad, and this is how we're conditioned as society, as women, we're conditioned when we're met with a challenge, in this case, with a partner or a husband not being on board, that we want to retaliate. We want to say, how dare, he says that or does not support me on my business vision. I want to challenge that paradigm. I want to challenge you on that paradigm because this is the work that I do with my clients. They're able to make more money in their business by flipping the switch in their brain. And so what I want you to do is use it as fuel. I want you in that moment to see the benefits. If your brain doesn't see the benefits, as this is a challenge, right, to you to make actually more money, to go after your biggest dreams, if you don't see that in the moment, what happens is that you're going to diminish your value and worth as a woman, as a human being, as an entrepreneur. And I don't want that to happen to you. So can you see how you get in your own way? Can you see how being in a relationship, how there's actually support and challenge? You actually want to be in a relationship that has equal support and challenge. So if your partner or husband is quote unquote challenging you on this, that is a message to you that you have not owned your confidence and your power in that area. So your confidence in your mindset to see that you are an amazing and powerful business leader. You're owning your power financially to grow this business. So take on that challenge, girlfriend. Take on the challenge. When you take on challenges that are inspiring, what happens is you start making these new connections in your brain. So that's what I do all day long with clients as I help make those connections. We rapidly shift those connections. So instead of being pissed at their significant other, they feel blessed. They feel inspired and realize that they attracted that perfect partner to them to get over these things. Now, if you're in a relationship where there's more challenge than support, that's an entirely different conversation. I am only talking to women right now that are in a relationship where you feel like the relationship's good, but this is the area that they're really not supporting you in. Okay. So trust me, your perception creates your reality. If you change on an inner level, your outer world will change, including your partner and your husband. So going back to the story, working with this client, listen, I said, as we work on this, you're going to see your fiance change. And he did. He started doing things for her. He started, just giving her little gifts, started noticing how confident she felt. He was really just telling her how proud he was of her, all because she shifted within. So next time, if you feel like your partner, or your husband doesn't support you, use that to your advantage. Flip the switch, own your power, and prove to yourself that you can do this. Until next time, this is Heather Pickin, and live fearlessly.